today I want to bring you well, this will be uploaded as soon as I get through my other videos. But this is pretty much my E3 breakdown of what I liked from E3, what I didn't like, and my breakdown of who won E3, which you probably already know. I'm picking Sony because their whole announcement of Final Fantasy VII Remake, Shenmue 3, and The Last Guardian, which you saw my reaction to both Last Guardian and Shenmue 3. You saw my live reaction on Twitch. But as well as I'm going to be talking about what I thought of each conference and how I rank them and which one and where it goes, which conference lies where. So let's get down to this. First, I want to go off saying Nintendo's press conference was not that great. I love Nintendo. I'm a big Nintendo fan, but their conference this year sucked ass. Not only did we not get a Metroid announcement for the Wii U, well, we got a sort of a Metroid announcement for the 3DS, but it's like a spin-off Metroid game. It's not actually a true Metroid game where you're playing as Samus. It's retarded. It's like a spin-off title. But we didn't get a new Pokemon game announced, which everybody wanted. We didn't get the new Pokemon game. We didn't get Pokemon Tournament announced for the Wii U, so we didn't get that, which everyone was hoping for. And we didn't get Legend of Zelda Wii U announced because they still skipped it out of this year's E3, and no F-Zero. The only thing I have to say that good came out of Nintendo's digital event was honestly Star Fox Zero, but even that was kind of blah. I mean, there was nothing in the Nintendo conference that really excited me this year, which kind of sucks. I'm a big Nintendo fan, but it's like, come on, Nintendo, you gotta step up your game. You gotta step up your game. So, yeah, Nintendo digital event, it sucked ass. Now let's jump over to Microsoft. Microsoft had a really good press conference. I mean, I'm not a big Xbox fan, and trust me, I'm not really one of those that loves the Xbox brand. But their press conference was really awesome. Not only they announced some cool features coming to Xbox One, such as backwards compatibility with about 369 games from the Xbox 360 library, which is really cool. They announced the HoloLens, which looks really cool. I have to say that HoloLens looks damn cool as freak, and man, I'm digging that. Then on top of that, they announced their partnership with Oculus Rift, which I've played on the Oculus Rift before, and let me tell you, it's phenomenal. And now Microsoft is partnering with them, that's just going to make the Oculus Rift even more of a bigger thing over Sony's Project Morpheus. So, yeah, Oculus Rift is cool. Now, apparently when you buy the Oculus Rift at launch, you'll get a free Xbox One controller with it to play on your PC with. So that's really cool. I really like that. So yeah, the Oculus Rift was that support for Oculus Rift was awesome. On top of that, they announced Gears of War 4, which the fans really wanted. That's really good. As well as the Gears of War remaster for the Xbox One. And they also announced a bunch of different IPs. The only thing I was disappointed about from Microsoft is Rare. All the Rare games that were once great Nintendo classics are now on one disc, and the new Rare game doesn't look that appealing. But then again, Rare hasn't been doing anything good since most of the people that were in Rare that formed it left, and now they're working on their own game, the Kickstarter, which is Yooka-Laylee. So yeah, which is really cool. So yeah, Microsoft. If I had to rate them, I would rate them a B+ because they did show off some good stuff, but it wasn't something that none that really popped to my attention. They did announce some cool stuff for their fans. So props to you, Microsoft. Now, next I'm going to go on to EA. EA had an okay press conference. I have to say the only thing I didn't like about EA is they focus a lot on their sports game. But I understand EA is a video game sports company before anything else. So I understand it was focused on that, but I feel like they're focused on their sports games way too much. Because let me tell you, sports games are the same. I'm sorry, I'm not a big sports game fan, and I feel like they're the same thing every year. So yeah, I could care less. The only thing that really got me to really watch EA was, for one, the Mirror's Edge announcement, Mirror's Edge Catalyst, which looks cool as freak. I'm really liking it. I really like how Mirror's. They also said Mirror's Edge Catalyst is going to be open world, where you're not feel like you're going from level to level, but you can feel like where you can run anywhere you want to run, which is really cool. I like that, and man, I'm looking forward to that game, Mirror's Edge Catalyst. Then on top of that, Star Wars Battlefront. When they showed that off, I was like, yes, Battlefront looks amazing. I know some people are saying it looks like a Battlefield game, it looks like a Battlefield game just reskinned with Star Wars. But I have to say, I've never played Battlefield, but for me, it looks pretty cool. For me, as a Star Wars fan, that game looks pretty cool. And the stuff you can do in it is really cool. They announced how you'll be able to play as the Jedi's and Jedi's and lightsaber wielders like you could in the original Battlefront. But that's really cool. And they announced how you'll be able to use vehicles and stuff like that. So I don't get why really people are saying this has less features than the original Battlefront, when really it kind of has the same amount of features, just in a different way. So yeah. So yeah, if I had to rate EA's press conference, I would give it a C. I would give it a C plus, because it wasn't great, but it wasn't bad either. They really did deliver on Star Wars Battlefront and Mirror's Edge Catalyst. So next up, I didn't get to see Ubisoft's press conference. I'm gonna skip theirs. I didn't get to see Ubisoft's. So next up on the agenda is Sony. Sony has a phenomenal press conference. I mean, phenomenal. Opening up with Last Guardian, you guys saw my reaction. That was only half of the reaction. The reason I couldn't upload the full reaction to Last Guardian was because my mic was muted during the beginning of the stream, and people kept telling me, dude, I can't hear you. Dude, I can't hear you. I figured out what it was. There's a button on top of my Blue Yeti mic that mutes it. So it was muted for the first few minutes of the conference. I had to reboot my stream, unmute my mic, then finally I unmuted it towards the end of the Last Guardian trailer. And let me tell you, that Last Guardian trailer, oh my god, that game looks. I'm so glad it's back. I'm just so glad it's back. And then on top of that, Sony announcing Final Fantasy VII Remake and Shenmue 3. Oh my god. Man, Sony, you got all my money. You got all my money. But they also announced Final Fantasy, World of Final Fantasy, which is the PlayStation Vita and PlayStation 4 exclusive, which I might get. So I might end up buying that when it comes out next year. As well as they announced a few other games. They announced what is that company? Micromedia? I forget what it's called. The company that made Little Big Planet. They announced their new game, which looks really cool. How you can create anything you want. You can create dreams and stuff like that. I forget the name of the game, but you pretty much can create anything you want in it, and it looks phenomenal. So that company, their game, the next game working on, looks freaking phenomenal. Then they also announced, they talked about the Project Morpheus. I didn't really see much of it, so I didn't really get to see much of that part of the stream. So I was focusing on my chat and all that. But yeah, they announced all that, and then they ended it with Uncharted 4. Which Uncharted 4, when they first played it, the trailer was messing up, so they had to restart the game. But when they did get started, oh my god, that game looks phenomenal. I cannot wait for Uncharted 4. I will be picking it up when it comes out next year. So kudos to Sony. If I had to give Sony, I'd give Sony an A. I wouldn't give them an A plus because it wasn't completely awesome, but it was awesome with the 3 games they showed off. So yeah, Sony, props to you for bringing those 3 games back to life. Alright, and now we go on to Square Enix, the final conference I want to talk about. Square Enix, they really didn't have too much of a good conference. I mean, the only thing that really appealed to me from Square Enix was the Kingdom Hearts 3 announcement, but they also did show off a new Nier game, which looks really damn cool. So I'm really liking that. I'll probably pick that up when it comes out next year, as well as them announcing a new Star Ocean game. I forget the name of the game, but they announced a new Star Ocean game for PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, which I'll probably pick up because I love the Star Ocean series. Star Ocean series plays a lot like the Tales series, and that's the reason I like it. It plays a lot like the Tales series. They also announced how in this Star Ocean you'll be able to have more members in your party than in previous Star Ocean games. More people to fight out on the field than previous Star Ocean games. Battles will just flow from not being in battle to in battle. There won't really be any loading screens or anything like that. How it'll be open world and stuff like that, which I really like. So yeah, Star Ocean, that new Star Ocean game, I'll definitely be picking that up. Also, they announced a new RPG that's being worked on by Tokyo something. But yeah, it's a new RPG that I forget the name of it. But yeah, they're working on a new RPG with a new studio, and it looks phenomenal. They only showed off concept art, but I'm looking forward to what comes out of it. So yeah, and then yeah, that's pretty much all that interests me from the Square press conference. Also, the guy on stage when they were talking about the new Nier game, he was wearing like some weird mask. That was weird. Was I the only one that was weirded out by that? That guy was fucking weird. Square, you have weird people. Awesome. Yeah, that was just my breakdown of every E3 trailer and what I thought about E3, what I thought about each press conference, what I thought about everything that happened at E3. And let me tell you, I was impressed with what I saw there. Except from the Nintendo. Nintendo was just shitty. Except for the World Championship. The World Championship was awesome. The Nintendo World Championship was awesome. But, yeah, their press conference was shitty. So, yeah, I mean, I'm liking what I saw from Nintendo and all that. And, yeah, I'm liking everything we're getting from this E3. So, yeah. Yeah, this has just been my video on what I thought about E3. So, if I had to rate this E3 as a whole, I would give it. I'll give it an A. It was the best E3 we've had in years. It was the best E3 we had in years. Last year's E3 was boring. The year before was kind of great because of Final Fantasy 15 being re-announced and Kingdom Hearts 3 finally getting its first trailer. But other than that, E3s have been boring lately. So this year's E3 was a step above all the other E3s from the past. And I'm hoping this is something that we continue to get with E3s going into the future. So, this has been Uncle Sean saying, God bless, take care, peace out, I'll catch you guys later, see you guys in the next video.